Hello everyone. Today in this lecture we are going to get the introduction of cloud architecture. Uh, it does not matter which platform of cloud we are using, which cloud service provider we are using, whether it is going to be Amazon, whether it is going to be cloud or IPM or any other cloud provider. All the cloud providers are going to have the same basic architecture, which consists of three services: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. These three services are provided. So, what are these three services which basically construct the cloud? Let us straight away dive into it. So, types of cloud computing. The first type of cloud computing is infrastructure as a service. So, keep in mind it is a service. So, everything on cloud is provided as a service. What it is saying is, let me read this line. IaaS contains the basic building block of cloud IT. It typically provides access to networking features, computers, virtual or on dedicated hardware, and data storage space. So these three things are provided by infrastructure as a service. Now, infrastructure IaaS is the most used service over the cloud computing hierarchy, over the cloud computing architecture. So if if I want to store something on the internet, I need the infrastructure. If I want some virtualized computer, I want on my personal i3 laptop, I want to get a virtualized i7 uh, configuration system. Infrastructure is needed for that. All the networking feature, I want to send my data very quickly, because suppose I have a sensex module in my system, or a weather module, or things like this, in which very fast processing of data is needed. Then the networking features are provided by infrastructure as a service only, IaaS only. So IaaS basically consists of these things. Then the next service in cloud computing is platform as a service. Let me read it out. PaaS or PaaS removes the need for you to manage underlying infrastructure, usually hardware and operating system, and allows you to focus on the deployment and management of your application. So what is the platform? For example, if you are from a coding background, you must be aware of Java platform, you must be aware of Python platform, your C language, your .NET platform. So all these platform which you are running on your personal laptop, if we uh, deploy it over the internet, you just log in from your personal laptop through a remote to a remote server, and that remote server is going to contain all the for example .NET framework, and the platform is managed by that server only. You just have to go there and code your application. Then we say that it is providing platform as a service. .NET is the platform on which you are going to do the coding, and that platform, .NET platform, is provided as a service to you over the internet. So it is saying that it basically removes the hardware and operating system part. Okay, you do not have to install any hardware, you do not have to install any operating system particularly for that. You just have to rent it out on the internet and just use the .NET architecture platform for your all the coding part, and you can do it anywhere in the world, of course. So you do not have to carry your personal laptop to everywhere you go. Okay, because it is not configured on your laptop, it is configured over a remote server. So this is the second service provided by cloud computing. Now, what is the third service? The third service provided is software as a service. Now, let me read this up and out. SaaS, software as a service, provides you with a complete product that is run and managed by the service provider. In most cases, people referring to SaaS are referring to end user applications such as web-based email. Okay, so what is software? For example, Gmail is a software provided to you over the internet, and everything is managed by Gmail only. Your whatever you are storing is managed by the Gmail. Okay, they provide you 15 GB of data storage also. So they are providing you the infrastructure also through the software, which is Gmail software. And whenever you log in to your Gmail over the internet, everything is managed for you. So this is software as a service. Any software which is provided over the internet is basically termed as comes under software as a service or SaaS. So these are the three building blocks of cloud computing: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So in a nutshell, or in a more condensed way, this slide will show you is showing you how these three are stacked together. So in the bottommost part, we have the infrastructure. On top of it, we have the platform, and on the topmost layer, we have the software SaaS. So IaaS is in the bottom, Paas, which is the platform, is in the middle, and Saas, which is the software, is at the top. So being a client of cloud, being a client, I'm just going to interact firstly with the software part only. So that is why we have placed it at the top. And infrastructure, all the servers and data centers are running in the background, so it goes into IaaS part, infrastructure part, which is in the bottommost layer. Okay, so and how are we going to access all these things? Simply through our apps, through our browsers, through our mobiles, through our Android apps, our iOS apps, through all these things, through a web browser, we can access all these platforms. So let me show you one of the advantage of cloud. It Let me read this one out. It is a major enabler for SaaS startup Animoto traffic 2 times every 12 hours for 3 days when released as Facebook plugin. So what this is saying, let me explain it to you. See, this is an example to show the power of SaaS. So what they are saying is they the Facebook released an application called as Animoto, and after every 12 hours for 3 days, consecutive 3 days, the traffic went 2 times. After every 12 hours, the traffic went up 2 times. So if cloud was not there, the Animoto uh, would have crashed. The second example, there is a game called as Farmville. It has 1 million users. It had 1 million users in the first 4 days, 10 million users in the next 60 days, and 75 million users in the next 270 days. So 28 million daily users on an average was recorded of Farmville. And if the cloud was not there to scale the servers requirement up and down, majorly up in this case, then this Farmville game would have crashed it out. So that is why cloud computing is such a powerful tool, which is enabling all these kinds of games and data science and data analytics part. So what are the five essential characteristics of cloud? These are the five essential characteristics you must know. First is on-demand capabilities. So if our demand is increasing, our we are going to increase the if the demand is increasing, as the demand is increasing, we are able to increase our resources. We can increase our servers. We can increase our data center part. Okay, so on demand we can increase it. The second point is broad network access. See, we can access it through our mobile, through our laptop, through our desktop, through any smart device. We can access it. We can access the cloud computing. The third is location independent. See, it doesn't matter where I am. I can be in a village. If the internet is working, the cloud is working. I can be in any remote location. I do not have to go to an office to do my work, to do my coding. Okay. So it provides you location independence. The fourth point is rapid elasticity. We can rapidly increase or decrease the requirement. As per the requirement, we can increase our resources and decrease our resources. and pay only for whatever we are increasing and decreasing. And the fifth point, from the most essential point, is cloud computing is measured service. Okay, so you there is a cloud monitoring system through which you can see how much of the cloud you have used, how many resources are remaining unused. So there is a measured service, and you can see the whole, you can say, a passbook kind of a system where you can see how much you have used the cloud. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and let's meet in the more videos. Thank you.